Alright, we're back. I am Neozar. Welcome to my FTL hard win streak. And we are on run number 123, and it's gonna be Stealth B. And so, exciting times. You know, as most people know, if you're watching win streaking at least probably, Stealth B is the big one. The big loser. And going into it always feels like it's like a coin flip, or it's going to be like, 10% chance, but half the time it's just like not even that big a deal. Whatever the win rate is, it's probably between like 85 and 95%. Probably pretty close to 90, 91, I don't know, making stuff up. But, so it's like really not that bad. Most of the time you can win it for sure. It's just relative to all the other ships where it's like, 99% or somewhere 98, who knows. Plus on all of them, this one, a little bit of a stinker. What was it? I don't know what to do. I've been playing card games lately, so let's do the card games. Alright, what do we got? Klondike. Kick the rebels off the ship. Just do spider variants. Spider variants, pyramid, whatever, solitaire variants. That's what I'm trying to say here. Alright, Klondike, spider, pyramid. The card games. Very exciting here. Yeah, so, hey, Badger, Rack-a-Gack, everyone else in chat, YouTube land, wherever. Yeah, so I've been playing just some, I feel like I rotate through just games to play that are busy games like Mahjong or whatever I've been doing. Lately been doing Solitaire, and I just learned Spider Solitaire recently, which I hadn't played before. I was doing some 40 Thieves, but that doesn't work so good as a name here. Alright, so I'm just going to get started here. Just going to start looking at stuff, start talking about it. Going to take it real slow in the beginning, and then hopefully it just keeps going from there. So the real great thing, I didn't start this, so I think it's going to say I have all this stuff for free. Oh no, the tracker knows. I just started the tracking for the scrap stuff. Alright, cool. Yeah, Spider Solitaire, yeah, it's like Windows, those free Windows games or whatever. Although those ones have ads and stuff. Alright. Stealth B. So, miserable times until you get the Cloaking 3. Store. Interesting. Ship. Unfortunately we only have the scanners to sell, which doesn't get us all the way there, so I don't think they're worth selling immediately, but it's worth keeping as a play to then do a fight, then jump to the store and sell scanners and buy Cloaking 3, because that'll give us more safety than the scanners will. Although, you always hate to let them go, because they feel very nice. They give a lot of emotional comfort. So, there's all kinds of tricks we can do to make it less likely that they're shooting our weapons. The big ones are dropping the O2 or toggling the weapons. Doing both doesn't help you because it's all about that priority list. So if you're taking weapons off the priority list, adding something else onto it doesn't help that. Although it can help if you take cloaking off it or something. Although you take cloaking off by using it, it's every fight you look at the weapons, you figure out the timings, you can do all kinds of stuff. The thing I said I would never learn, the Zoltan treadmill, I'm not sure if I really learned it. I looked at it, so I know how it works. So it's I'm going to keep that as an idea. I didn't practice it at all, but it's something that I'm going to consider if the fight is like, feels that important for it. I figured at this point, might as well do what I can. But I'm also going to try not to get too fancy on stuff because, going to just introduce chance to make mistakes. Because it's all about, so you got to do good frame pauses. Luckily, got pretty good frame pause going on here. If he scoots on through. Yeah. Just think about this for a minute. Look at our exit. Check this out a little bit. Alright, so we got a little bottleneck right here, but then it connects pretty well. Decently late exit, so we got jumps to get. Bottlenecks are important because, assuming you have scanners or a map reveal, like you can see, like, oh, this one's a hazard, so you go around it, or they're both hazards and you got to go through them, whatever. A little hanger on up here, it's fine. Don't care about nebulas all that much. But I think plasma storms with no ship detected is a play. So I'm just also thinking about, like, so if I go this way or this way, what are my options? They both connect back to the store if I want to do that. It's nice to leave yourself a safe jump. If we go this way, it connects up to these. Go up here. It's like we could do that and then possibly that and then the store or something if we want to do that. Which is making that tempting. This also connects to the store if we want to try that beacon. And then we can go like back through this way if we want. So I'm thinking this is the spot to go. Alright, how else can we, put off like actually doing this, right? Not really. So it's like we're really gonna be looking at what weapons enemies have. Even before that, what the fights are, if we have a chance to avoid them. What kind of rewards they're worth, all sorts of things to consider. So what am I going to do here? I'm going to actually drop, I'm just going to do this a little bit first. I'll like drop the whole ship some. But then I'm going to do this. Let it even out a little bit. And then probably get us up to like 75 or so, and then close it up. I don't love the venting oxygen thing on this ship. I mean, in a lot of ships, I feel like it's a nice strategy to have with the weapons thing. But it definitely introduces risk. Like, you're not safe just because you vented, like you can repair or something. Having to repair oxygen is a threat. You get fires, like, oh, all of a sudden, like, oh, you're getting choked out everywhere. It could go bad. Breaches, all of a sudden the ship gets overrun, boarders, whatever hazards, all kinds of stuff, fun times. But sometimes, it saves you getting weapons hit, and that's all you need. Alright, I feel like I'm good with this. Crew's in the right spots. We have sensors too, which is nice, because when we man it, we can see their weapon charge, which helps with the glaive depowering, depending if we're doing, treadmill shenanigans or not, where we're timing things with crew movement, what have you. Alright, let's just take it. Let's see what we got. Yeah, right. You really dislike venting on Stealth B. You're able to run for bat fights and vent. And really bother unless it's clear play. Yeah, we'll take 2 fuel. Alright. That's nice. Alright, probably won't go to the nebula. I mean, I guess so I could go here, and that leaves me the choice of the store. I mean, I'm really, like, I don't know. I don't love selling the scanners. Like, there's a chance that's the optimal play, is to just have that extra little bit of scrap right there. But I feel like it's like really not clear cut. It's like all it takes is just like one, like, oh, and this one is asteroids and this one's not, and that takes you out. But maybe it's like, oh, but if you got cloaking 3 before then, you'd be fine. Who knows? But scanners is only 15, so it's like I don't think I'm gonna make 35 scrap from this jump. I mean, it'd be great. I'd love to make 35 scrap from that jump. I'd love to get something to sell. You know, I have the choice. I could take the Nebula, but I'm not sure if I really want to do that. What should I do? Yeah, I don't really love the Nebulas. So it's like if we go this way and have a bigger buffer. Or you just go through the store anyways. The rebels will start catching up some. I think I'll go here. If I really want, I can double back that way. Take the Nebula. Forgot to drop O2, but that's okay. Selling scanner stealth P feels really bad. Only do it if you could secure hacking your shields. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how I feel. It's like, you know, the whole scanners debate. Don't want to get into it right now. Alright, so what do you got here? Basic laser, burst laser 1, right? That looks a little bigger. Right, so let's think about the timings on it. It's going to be manned, so not ideal in that way. You know, you can always go over. Mike has his like general guide for some of these. These aren't like the worst weapons. Probably toggle each one. It's probably just toggle each one is the best thing here. Cloak depending where they're going. So we can do the O2 stuff on this one if we want to reduce the chance of cloaking being hit. Because the cloaking's on the list when it's not on cooldown. So like right now it's on the list. I can't believe that I'm like considering looking up the treadmill timings here. Let's just see what we're saying. Hey Trix, glad to see you again. Yep, I'm glad to be back into the streaking here, even if it's on Stealth B. Alright. So, if I want to use this to time the sensors dash, so the idea behind that is minimizing the amount of time that you're not manning glaive beam while still like having all the manning bonus for evasion. So maybe I'll try it out. I'm not going to do the full, I don't think it's worth doing the full thing where you try and time it entirely from the walking around. But I'll try to time the sensors dash. I'll give myself a little leeway, but it'll give me like, you know, as much as I can get. And it'll also just be good practice for, you know, if we come into a fight with a mini beam or something more threatening than this. So, check it out. Alright. Yeah, it's like I don't love the O2 thing. I don't think I'm going to go for it. So the idea here is we count the number of tiles and we can kind of walk back and forth through here and make it so then he ends up, you know, close to back here at the time we need him to, and then we'll run this guy into sensors. So we get, for the basic laser manning bonus, it says 14.4 tiles before sensors dash. Mike has a handy little tool on his website where you can just put in the weapons and it calculates the tiles for you. Because it's like, this is such a pain to do otherwise. But so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then we do 13, 14. And I'll probably just call it that instead of going to 0.4 and give myself that half tile leeway of timing and just start running them in. Because like either way, this doesn't fire before these even need to cloak and it's manned the whole time. So like losing it a little bit doesn't entirely, you know, have that big an impact. Doesn't necessarily have any. It's like you could just run into sensors and right now and it's probably fine, but kind of want to like test out the strategy. All right, so I don't think I'm going to do the O2. It's not, I don't know, it just doesn't feel right this time. So So just kind of let it go. When it gets close, okay, I also gotta watch this stuff. Just have some spare power because he's running around. It's really right once he gets. There. So we run back. So what was that? That was 12, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I'll be 12 when he gets back. Then we just do 2 more before the sensors dash. And then he has it listed out, so it's like he has a timing made for when you have to dash that guy, or if you want to time it for exactly when the weapon's going to fire and try to depower based off of that. Those are both choices. Oh, see, I messed that up with bad pause right there. But that's okay. I was going to give myself a little leeway anyway, so. I'm just going to run him now because that little mess up, I don't totally trust it. So slowly going down. Alright, yeah, so we got some time still. So once that's full, you still have some frames. So that's, because I did I didn't trust my timing because I didn't do it right. So then, I figured this is an instance where it's not a critical thing, so it was good to practice, have a feel for it. And now we'll get these. So the idea here is we're going to see, well, first we're going to try and depower our glaive just for a few frames when they do their targeting, take it off the list. And then we're going to see where the shots are going to decide if we want to cloak it or not. Like if it's going towards weapons, we're going to cloak it. If it's going towards cloaking, we're probably going to cloak it. Anywhere else, probably not. But, we'll see how it goes. Alright, so that's full now. Alright, so I'm going to do that. Bad time. I was going to put it back up for a second and I put it back down because it was taking so long. Just a little too impatient. That's okay. Do it again for this one. Okay, put it back up, run him to the weapons. Probably coming somewhere that we care about, yeah. That's definitely going for one of them. So we're just gonna cloak, hit cloaking, okay, that's okay. Cloaking, miss, engines miss, all right, that's great. Alright, so also, is this one of the ships? I can still one-shot this ship, right? Only hit that many, yeah, maybe not. No, you still can, because it's 2, 3, and then... So. Alright, that's good. So we'll do 2 damage to shields, we'll break it, 3, dead. Yeah, well, I was just talking about in the Discord the idea, like, when you can, making your swipe hit additional rooms, like by hitting shields later, to get surrender offers, but I don't think that's relevant here. And does this matter at all with the timing of these? I don't think so. Gotta do a little math in my head real quick here. Yeah, no, it should still be fine. Even like with the depowering and stuff, I don't think it was that that sloppy. Alright. So yeah, we'll just do that. Now it's just like, don't make a mistake. And don't just depower the weapon for no reason. We're good. Oh, no. The timing... Something's wrong here in my math. Because it's getting hit. Alright, well, we'll see what happens here. I'm wondering now if I should be doing it. No, I'm not going to do it into weapons first because this is going to kill them as long as it gets through. Thank you. Thank you, FTL. That's like a nice welcome back. I appreciate that miss a lot. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm going to accept that offer. 20 scrap. And, alright, so they just shot something at me, right? So I'm going to cloak again. Alright. Yeah. That was, that was a little nerve-wracking. Felt like, you know, I'm messing things up. I'm trying out new things. Not doing right. Probably not the best idea in this situation. So, yeah, I think that right there is cloaking. Right? What is Iron Intruder? Iron Intruder sells pretty well. Look that up really quick. Yeah, so Iron Intruder's 32 scrap, plus the 20. I'm pretty sure the optimal thing to do here is jump to where I already went, take no risks going to this beacon, even if Nebula, like, oh, half jump, that's cool. Just take no risks, go to this one, go to the store, sell the Iron Intruder, buy Cloaking 3, continue on. Yeah, I think that's... I can't think of any reason why anything else would be a better play right now. Like, if I have the option to just go get Cloaking 3 without selling sensors and not taking fights in between, like the only thing I don't love about that is how close the rebels will get. But I don't think that matters. I guess I could, like, triple check that, but like, that's, you know, after 2 jumps, it's not going to be close. It's like, what, this is 3, that anywhere near. No, that's like, I have a lot of space here. You know, if they start getting people running or something, but, like, that's really in my inventory right now, right? That's what they gave me. So nice. And 20 scrap on top of it, too. That's so much scrap for Sector 1. This is the correct mode, right? Yeah, hard. Alright, yeah, that's got to happen. Shields, a drone control, backup battery. We could buy a battery instead, right? Ooh, another glaive beam. Stealth weapons. Ooh, that's really useful when, you know, you kind of already have stealth weapons. Alright, so we're going to sell. Close. Ship. Cloaking 3. That's cloaking. Picking the right thing here. Bam. Alright, so that's huge for us. So how, like, that would change that fight there is now we have 10 seconds of cloaking, and so this is charged and, like, almost about to fire, you know, or not 10, 15, sorry, 15 seconds. So 15 seconds, this has 7.5 seconds left to fire if we just pre-cloak, which means it beats both those weapons in that last fight, even if they're manned, and it just fires and kills them, and we don't take any damage, don't take any shots. You know, there's still risks, hazards, drones especially, but the survivability of the ship just, like, goes way up at this point. So I'm feeling really, really good already. So I'm going to be careful and not get myself killed feeling overconfident how this one's going. But I really appreciate FTL giving me a nice little sweet comeback here. Welcome back. Yeah, so I don't want to go to the Nebula because it's like, it just connects back to where I've been. And I still have some choices, and there's a fight here and Distress if I want it to go up. Of course, the curve is, like, coming right at the exit, even though it's a late exit, which helps, but it, you know, could have been a lot of jumps. Just curious. That's 7 jumps. Yeah, it's definitely not 8. So yeah, it's 7 jumps. Probably 7 in the nebula, but that doesn't make me want to chase it anyways. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we could even get the quest though if we want, possibly. Overconfidence is slow and hilarious killer, yeah. Sensor station. Alright, they don't have drones. They have an ion blast. 7-2. So we're still okay. Like, I think that fires, but it's in the air when we fire, and we just like kill them really quickly. And this is like a basic laser. So I think we can take it. Because that gets the manning bonus, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, it's like triple checking. It's like, so it's like this fires at what, 722.2, so we fire at 22.5, but this doesn't travel that fast, and we just swipe through, so it doesn't matter. All right, so let's cloak. That was nice. Right corner going. Not that we need to even hit more than 2 rooms, but just do this. We can run him there, go steal power, but not, make sure you don't do it until it's time. So we should see this fire, and then we'll fire just after. So they fire, then we fire. And they just give us a nice more training. 8 scrap and reveal. Which even when you have the sensors, it's still nice to get that. Gives you an idea what's coming up. That pulsar. Alright, so distress beacon I think is still worth more than going to an empty one at this point, especially we have cloaking 3 now, so if we get the malfunctioning defense drone, we get high scrap, like as if we had an NG. So it's also like, this feels really, really good, but quickly there's gonna be other things coming up. We need to get shields, obviously, so we have good defense, and we want to get hacking, so we can scale our offense against more shields. Another weapon, like a 1-power weapon, can also really do that. Hacking, in some ways, can be the best, even better than shields if it comes up. Alright, so we don't help this because we can lose crew, lose the Zalt in our power. I mean, anything is bad there. We don't have clone bay, so we leave them alone. That's okay. Alright, go fight. Burst laser 2 mini beam. So what is it? First, let's look up how many crew they have. Ships. So what do we have? A Mantis ship. Pirate Mantis Scout. Now this is Sector 1 to 4, 3 crew. Although I feel like there was maybe it was an interceptor last time where it was an N-beam 2. Yeah, I think we're just safe. I was just wondering because what, a mini beam, if it's manned. But yeah, no, I'm overthinking it. You're right. We're just safe. It's like I'm still trying to think about if we don't have this cloaking. So yeah, this gets us 15 seconds, and we fire in under 10. So we beat all this, and so we just go through shields. 2, bam, bam, dead. Easy peasy, no reason to get all stressed out just because it's a scary ship. So it's cute. I've got a kid who, before when I was playing, like, they were still pretty young. But now, like, they're in 1st grade, so they're, like, somewhat aware of, that I play FTL and have, like, a big record in it, or a big win streak and stuff. And so I was telling him how I had to do like the really bad ship next, and he was like getting all nervous for me. It was really cute. So I was thinking, I was like, okay, I gotta try and you know, make it look good here at least. Alright, so that's nice. Get our oxygen back up some. So right now we're just building up scrap so we can buy hacking shields, whatever. Hoping to find some nice free stuff or something maybe. Trying to think about the value of like the quest. Let me just take a look at how many jumps we got here. Alright. So we get 4 jumps before the exit, because I'm not diving. So it's like this is a possibility. And so we got the sensors, and so we know these are empty, so it's like that, you know, there, and the quest, you know, what are all the, let me look at all the rewards, because I think one of them was like repair, which right now isn't worth that much. What, a friendly ship out of fuel, gave fuel. No, it's the one, what is it? It's like the fuel escort civilians. Yeah, because we got fuel, not gave them fuel. What is it? So it's a fighter rebel ship, high scrap with resources, 5 repairs and a store, or a reactor. So I know those situations, the store doesn't do a whole lot for us unless we get like another free item. Because we don't just have enough money yet. And we only have 1 damage. You know, high scrap with resources is great. Rebel ship with default rewards, that's a fight, that's fine. Or reactor is also not a bad free upgrade. So it's like, that's decent value. You know, we're not going there. I mean, no matter what, we're taking at least like 1 empty beacon. So it's like, do we take 2 and get, won't be the quest? Do we do 1 and have the distress and extra fight here? Decisions. I mean, the distress, it's like, I don't know, it's not that great value. It really, I mean, it just depends. There's so many different things it can be. Some are just, you know, you just skip and it's whatever, and it feels so bad, and others are just like, oh, here's some nice free things. I don't know if this quest is just baiting me, you know. I mean, it's like none of the options are bad. The 5 repairs and stores is the one that's like kind of not doing a whole lot for us. I mean, I guess I could go here and see how much scrap I get, and I could go there still afterwards. Let's do that. All right, let's see, we're all ready here. Oxygen's good, everyone's in position. All right. Give ourselves some options here. All right, heavy laser. Oh, they have cloaking. All right, so we gotta think about this. Because it's tempting to just like, ah, whatever, it doesn't matter, but that's not true. Mini beam is scary. So let's take a look here at our enemy. So we've got the auto scout. And they have cloaking. So yeah, it could be level 2 cloaking. Yeah, and then I think if we attempt to access, there's still a chance that we have to fight. Yeah. So then it's a coin flip whether we invest. You know, if we investigate, we can get a weapon, a drone schematic, medium resources, scrap, or nothing, or we fight and then investigate. I mean, it's like good rewards, but heavy mini and possibly level 2 cloaking. Like this just has a chance where it's like, you know, oh no, the heavy lasers are coming at me, I cloak it, and it goes through my cloaking, and then they beam swipe. You know, it's just like there's so many ways this just goes disastrous. All of a sudden, I'm like, oh, I had level 3 cloaking, but it just doesn't matter because they have level. You know, they cloak for 10 seconds also. And then it's like that's just like a gambling. I'm just gonna avoid it. That seems like a bad risk. All right. So now we have to do distress, fight, empty beacon, exit, or do quest, empty beacon, exit. Yeah, blue option should be advanced cloaking, right? That'd be nice if it was like, oh, I have level 3 cloaking, so now I can just do it and it works. But unfortunately not. I'm going for the quest. What do you got for me? All right. So that is what is it? High scrap or medium resources with some scrap. But yeah, that's good. Oh wait, no, I'm looking at the wrong thing here. Yeah, so this is yeah, high scrap. That's definitely high scrap. High scrap with resources. Great. It's the third time I've gotten 20 fuel, I think. I mean 20 scrap. So we're getting up there. 50 is great. You know, it's 65 with scanners. That just puts us what 15 off hacking. You know, with our 2 drone parts. All right, so we got to take this and this because we only got 2 jumps left. Everybody's happy. All right. All right, so this is one where we're going to take the fight. You know, I wish we could see them, but whatever. Fend for yourself, attack, and escape. We got drones, just 1 weapon. Defense drone 2. That's lovely. I love to see that. Doesn't do anything against us. So we just do this and this. And yeah, so that should be, you know, 2, 4, and then 9 damage, 13. I think that's going to get them. They only have 9 health anyways. Doesn't matter. You know, we're just going to shoot at them. That is not good enough surrender because they're just going to die. All right, 14 more scrap. That's great. All right, so last jump, then the exit. All right, so this is just attack the rebels. Mini beam, basic laser, no boarding or anything. So again, we just do this one. So it's what, 2, 3, 3. Yeah. You know, all these ones I'm like 99% sure that it's a one shot, but it's like I just gotta double check everything because this is the time of making like a foolish mistake and then really regretting it. I don't want to do that. Cloak. Yeah, run looks really good so far. You know, knock on wood, but so far so good. Had pretty simple fights. We got good scrap really early on with that ion intruder drop, just so good. Yeah. You know, just gotta get a few things going, and we'll be set. The other nice thing about stealth B, it's like you stay alive. Oh my goodness, breach missiles. That's something right there. We can sell that for sure. Plus scrap and some resources. Steel, more scrap. Oh my goodness, that's hacking right there. You know, I definitely feel like FTL is like tempting me here right now. It's just trying to like bait me into something because, you know, we're still stealth B even with cloaking 3. We don't have shields yet. Hacking, like, we can get just dunked on by a really gross fight. It can happen. So, you know, but not gonna doubt you either, FTL. I'm just gonna be grateful for what you're giving me. This is good. I shouldn't mistrust you and your good nature here. You know, chase the positivity. All right, so yeah, everything's set. jump, go to the exit. You're not happy with stealth until you have hacking 2, shields 2, engines 4, at least one other decent weapon. Yeah, I mean, I'm not happy with it until it's like the flagship's blowing up, but, you know, there's that, I almost lost the one on flagship phase 1 from getting weapons hacked, and then, you know, through entirely my own foolishness, damaging it and thinking it was going to be fine that time. And, I mean, it was fine eventually, but very, very, very frame close to not fine. And more free stuff. Lovely. So we really, really, really want a store now. Can sell both of these. Can possibly use honestly, the combat drone. Like, that's not a snap sell. Because drone control with a combat drone is totally a solution to, like, increasing shields with enemies. You know, if you can't get hacking another weapon or something. That's totally a choice that you can make that will really help you out. Because it's like, you know, I mean, it just pops one shield bubble for you. There you go. And sometimes it'll pop 2. Yeah, it was actually fine because I had flak 1. Exactly. Anything slower meant death. I think even possibly if it wasn't a flak where it fired everything instantly when it hit, you know, the 10-second frame mark. But anyway, let's not dwell on that terrible time. All right, so Uncharted or Zoltan controlled. I'm almost definitely going Zoltan controlled here because of the stores. I mean, Zoltan controlled sucks, but Sector 2 isn't as bad. They don't have offensive drones yet, ever, I don't think. Uncharted Nebula could be 0 stores. It's supposed to be at least 1, but because of how Nebulas work, it can have 0. So it's like that could be 0, and then these could both be like 1 to 2. So it's like there could be literally just 1 store between here and Sector 4 if I go this way, which just feels too risky to me. Because especially with stuff to sell, I mean, no matter what stealth speed, it's like we need stores, we need to buy our systems and stuff. With all the stuff to sell, I really need them. We can go this way, and it's like, you know, that might be an Uncharted that we end up going to, but like we have this option first. And it's like I care more about what I know here than what might happen here. And then it's like, you know, after that, it's kind of similar. Only issue with the Zoltan shield chips is if they have 3 weapon power. Yep, that's very true too. So the trick also is, because you do 3 damage, each part of the Zoltan shield has 5, you can actually do a little bit of damage to a system at the end. So you can do a little bit of damage to weapons. You know, they have 1 shield, so you just still do 2 damage. So, you know, as long as they only have 1 or 2 weapon power, you can still take them offline. You know, buy yourself time to go around again. And also, you don't necessarily even see Zoltan ships there that often. So, I feel pretty okay about making that choice. Oh, and there's a store. Alright, well, you know, we gotta go directly to the store. That's not even like a choice. Oh, hey, Crow. Oh, yeah, so kind of it's not even power when they have 3 weapon power because they go to repair it and it messes up how they power their weapons because they do 2 damage to it. And they have Zoltans repairing it, forces power to the first weapon, which is going to be 2 power if they have 3 weapon power. So, Crow with his science there, calling out Badger's foolishness. Very nice. Shields, hacking, drone control, I guess is a choice. It's 32. What? 57, 147, 157, 162 if we want. You know, which doesn't get us both. Yeah, if you had enough sellers for both shields and hacking. Yeah, so I don't think that's happening. Yeah, shields is expensive. Right now I'm leaning towards hacking, especially since it's so early on. Like, because a couple things with shields versus hacking, you know, this is more defensive. It doesn't necessarily give you, like, it definitely gives you safety, but like the difference between 1 and 2 shields is huge also. So it's like it's kind of another 50, a little more power hungry. And then you still have a scaling issue, you know, ahead of you. This gets rid of that scaling issue. Also gives you flexibility to use it defensively if you need to. You know, gives you some options. Can make a fight safer to like run away from sometimes. I only have 4 drone parts, but that's still, you know, not nothing. We can buy more as we go on. And then also, if we go to another store and it has systems, it's going to sell shields every single time until we buy it. Hacking might not show up ever again, which is like another really big part. So it's like, you know, if I buy shields and I hope to get hacking, and then it's like, oh, I don't find a weapon or anything, or hacking, it's like, oh no. If I buy hacking, the odds of finding shields still is really high. You know, people win shieldless runs and stuff like that, so you can just pretend like that's all you need. Also gives me some flexibility, although I don't care as much about keeping a combat drone if I get hacking. Because it's less likely that I'm going to pick up drone control, so I might sell it anyways. It should give me 67 scrap. You know, I don't need any of this stuff. I don't need these guys. Buy some fuel probably. Probably won't buy drone parts yet. You know, there's another store in this sector, so it's like there might be possibly still getting shields this sector. You know, if we're ever like halfway there, if we don't spend any other money, you know, a little bit on fuel. So if it's towards the end of the sector, we could totally have enough to get it. Hacking's also, you know, get their Zoltan shield down and send a hacking drone or something over if we need to. So yeah, what's chat talking about here? Yeah, nice store. Yeah, Emperor Badger saying also hacking. Might be able to come back at shields too anyway. Probably won't be using hacking much this sector anyway. Yeah, for drone parts, not a big deal. A lot of fights coming up here. Yeah, I agree with Badger's theme. It's like, you know, we could go a bunch of fights here, go to the store. You know, we get one more sellable. Suddenly it's like, bam, there it is. So I think that's the play. I'm going to pause for a moment and just go get some more water. You know, like, stores are a nice spot. I was going to do it at the beginning of the sector, but I saw the store. I just had to check it out, you know. So let's see. So yeah, I'm going to get hacking, I'm pretty sure, unless my mind changes when I walk away here for a couple minutes. So I'm just going to do a quick BRB to get some water. And everyone watch out, because I'm going to roll an ad in a second here to get out of the way so we don't have it popping up somewhere more important later. Yeah, this is looking great, feeling real good. Don't want to get too excited here, but feeling real optimistic. And so yeah, ad coming in, and I'll be back in just a minute. Quick water break here. Alright, I'm back. Yeah, bracket saying you can see shields are hacking, being better, worse here. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where it's all like statistically, you know. There's sorry, just fixing my chair. There's fights that'll be better for one and better for another. You know, all depends on predicting the future and how likely it is. But yeah, it's just like hacking. I have a chance here to get it. It's just so nice. It solves a lot of problems. Also, you know, I was talking about, I did like practice runs with all the ships. And tried out some different things. And one thing I did on Stealth B, I intentionally got hacking first, because I haven't really done that until then, just so I was like a little more comfortable with it. and saw like the pros and cons of it, you know. So I'm a little more comfortable going for that first over shields. I've done it before. So yeah, we're doing that. Definitely selling the breach. Yeah, I feel like the odds of me getting drone control now that I have hacking are just so much lower. Because the main reason for me to get drone control is to use a combat drone to deal with shields, and like hacking does that for me. And like if it's a store that has drone control, that means it has systems, which means it has shields, and it's like I'm going for that first. So yeah, I don't see a reason to hold on to that right now. Let's see. I think Brio showed that shields were a solid alternative if you found no hacking, because the mode was just get hacking for a while. Yeah, that makes sense. You know, shields are nice and safe, but then it's like it's really hard to scale into the next sector because they're expensive, and you really need to get lucky with stuff. And so then all of a sudden you're like, well, I'm alive, but not getting any scrap because I can't kill ships all of a sudden. And you can still win that because you're almost ready for flagship still. You just stay alive, and it's really miserable until you get stuff. Which is why it's nice to get hacking first, because then you keep killing ships and maybe take a little more damage, but then you just get shields and you stabilize and you're okay. So fuel, it's like I want fuel. I don't want to box myself out of getting shields because, you know, I bought one too many fuel. That's like what we're talking, 125. So I don't even need 60, I need 58 scrap. I mean, from 3 jumps, that's still quite a bit of scrap to get. You know, if I did like 1, 2, 3, go there, jump out or something. So you can do it either way. But it's like definitely possible. You know, I was getting 20 from a bunch before. It's like that's more than enough for, you know, a single item to sell. I have the scanners to sell also, I guess, which drops it to 43. That's way more likely. Like, and that's totally worth it, selling scanners to get shields. Which is making me tempted to not buy any fuel here, just so I have, you know, it's if I'm going back, I'll buy it then. Kind of think that might be the smarter choice. It's like the regret with fuel would be if we do this and then I feel like I don't want to go back to the store because, like, I don't want to go back to the store just to buy the fuel that I'm skipping. That's a wasteful jump. So if it wasn't enough scrap from these, and it's like, okay, and then it's like, you know, maybe the store is there and I didn't go to it, and then I'm like, okay, now I'm running low on fuel. I mean, I guess I probably still go back for fuel then. I don't know. I feel okay taking that risk. It's like I really want to buy fuel, honestly. Like, part of me, it's just like I want to go up to like 17, but it's like I just know it's gonna be one too many if I do that. I feel okay. I feel okay going forward with this. Is there anything else I want to sell? I'm gonna keep the scanners until I like directly get something for selling it. Did I see the crew? Yeah, you got like 34 crew or something on easy, which is just, I mean, insane. You know, more than double the amount of crew I've ever gotten. I guess there's different ways to do it. I kind of like this because I see these 2 jumps right away, so I know if the store is there. It just gives me information. And then this jumps way forward, so if like the rebels are coming up on me, I can get out of here quicker. Because I'm also kind of assuming I can get all these jumps and maybe I can't. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna go for it. I got oxygen, crew in the right spots, we're all good. See what happens. Alright, fed you last, prepare to die. Yeah, so we're fine here. Just cloak. Kill them. But yeah, see already that's like 2, 3, 3. That's just enough damage to kill them. But But you know you always break shields 1, because even if they have buffer, you do 2 damage, it drops the shields. So it's 2, 3, 3, 3. You get it, no problem. But yeah, so that crew run, yeah, that was interesting you did it, because it was so focused on buying crew, which like makes sense obviously when you think about it, over just like getting free ones. But then if you're just dumping so much scrap into buying crew, so I see how that would be not super viable on hard. That was really close to firing. That flash screen, good to be aware of that. Tight beam placement helps out there. Do I do cheeky swipes? No. Well, I've done cheeky swipes with the Fed-A artillery before, because you can't avoid it sometimes on auto ships. But that's about it there. Alright, 14 scrap. So, what's that put us off then? The scanners need to go up to 110. So, we need 29 more scrap. So, you know, that's... Oh, and okay, so here's the deal. We can't get... That's what I was wondering. Like, I don't know if I can get 2 jumps before the store there. So I think I might do this jump, and then we'll decide if I want to do the store and then that, or there to there. And like the fuel thing won't necessarily be it'll be the biggest issue, you know. I mean, if I just get no fuel and no stores, then it'll be a problem. Or if I go into events where it's like, oh, I really want to like give them fuel, but I can't. But it's gonna be what's gonna be with that. All right, so I'm just gonna take this one. We're all set here. So this one, he doesn't want you to destroy the vessel, which clearly with this ship, that's all we're gonna be doing is destroying the vessel. But it's not like the one where you take a bunch of damage if you do it. Let's see. What is it on this one? So you get like an augment or something if you actually retake his ship. So if you destroy it, you get medium scrap with resources, and then you can hire him if you want. Otherwise you get augment with high scrap if you crew kill. Heavy laser, you know, iron blast. I guess the only question is like, how fast do they repair? You know, because I've got this swipe twice. But like, I think that's fine. You know, I have hacking if I need it. If it looks like it's going to be a sketchy thing that they have to repair and then they have to fire, so I think it's fine. You know, obviously I'm not going to crew kill, but I can just do this. I mean, I guess they could have NG. You know, it is a pirate ship. But I think I can take this. I think this is okay. You know, if it was a mini beam, I might be skipping it still or something, just because it's so sketchy in ways. Although it's slower, then it'd probably be even less of an issue. Alright, Zoltan and a slug. Nice. So yeah, the trick here is you do your swipe. You know, it does damage to the Zoltan shields just based on length. It doesn't care about rooms at all for the Zoltan shield damage. I wonder if there's a way we can hit shields and weapons like the last moment. I'm not sure what angle that swipe would have to take. Anyways, won't bother going for that kind of stuff. So it's like, you know, it does 3, and then it does 3 like here, and then it trails, so it's like I might be able to hit both those rooms even. Takes their weapons offline, let's go repair them, charge them, you know, and then we'll just get them before them. So we're still going to do the pre-cloak. You know, I guess there's some world in which we could like try and kill them with like an oxygen hack or something, but I think that's a pretty bad idea at this point with no shields. I'll steal the power back. See, just 3-3. Boom, takes them off. ions coming, but it's not necessarily a problem. Yeah, it's nothing. And now it's like, I think by the time they repair this, it's like we could cloak again. Yeah, we got no problems here. I thought so. It's just, you know, it's like I've played it enough recently that I'm like, don't trust timings, you know, unless I figure it all out, and I don't feel like thinking it all through. So here it just really doesn't matter how we swipe it. If he gets mad at me for blowing up his ship, he said not to. But I'm not going to hire him for 40 scrap. So here's where we could go back to the store for fuel. You know, there's a chance that we can get the other store still. Not a guarantee. Probably go here next. But I don't think it's worth going back just for fuel. You know, if we sell the scanners, we're going to be short by 11 scrap. So it wouldn't matter. So, you know, ideally I would have bought some fuel there, but whatever. It's not that big a deal. User has forgotten more about FTL than most people ever know. I mean, that's possibly true, you know. I mean, especially if you're including most people. For people who haven't played FTL, that's easy. I forget many things, but yeah. So I think I'm just gonna go here. Lets me see a lot of jumps. My idea here is like I want to find the store and get to it if it's possible. You know, so this seems further out, but you don't see those jump. Well, I guess I saw that, but you don't see that one yet. And so I can still have that be my next jump if none of those are stores. So yeah, we'll just do that. Yeah, I already sold the combat drone. I know, otherwise it'd be there. So yeah, this is one where it's like, oh, it's a fight. No, it's not a fight, actually. Hull beam. It's the star charts, so you like spy when you look around their ship. So that's cool. So now you know where the store is. So we can figure out how we want to do this. Because let's see. Don't want the asteroid field. So I think we just have to gamble on some of these empty jumps here. You know, I wish some of those fights at the bottom or at the top or something, but it's, you know, is what it is. So let's see. We get 7 full jumps and no nebulas before the exit. So we could take 4 jumps before the store, maybe. It's looking like 1, 2, 3, 4, store, 5, 6, 7. You know, it's like I wish those were before the store also, but you know, I can double back if I have to or something. But I'd rather not, if I can avoid that. Just double check my measurements. It's like, yeah, that's asteroids. I'm not going to asteroids. You wanted the 4 fights, the 2 nebulas, and go up to the store, then exit, yeah. And that's asteroids, too. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I mean, that would be cool, but I'm not planning on going to asteroids. And I can't make it around otherwise, unfortunately. But that's why it's nice I was having a whole map reveal, because like maybe we'd be thinking something like that anyways. I mean, I guess I do 4 that way and not do this one. Feels better for some reason. I won't be getting caught up on so much. Alright, so that's the plan there. Yeah, asteroids distresses the Mantis Zoltan fight, probably, yeah. Alright, Zoltan Border Police. Got a missile, an ion, intruders, which are problematic, yeah, in the weapons. Throws off my charging time and stuff. So let's see, let's think about this for a second. Probably gonna just try and vent them out of here immediately. If I can find I'm kind of fine venting him back. It's like this, you know, I'm going to do this kind of thing right by this corner here. I'm try and get both those things if I can. But like as far back as I can so I know I'm getting them. Good. No. It's like sometimes you do the mouse further away and it's like less of a change. You can just finagle it. Oh, come on. There we go. Alright, so that's that. So I'll probably just do the pre-cloak and stuff. Like this might fire. Or wait, no, this is an Artemis, right? Because it's going to be 2 and a 1. Or well, I guess this could be either, because I think it's the first weapon slot. But yeah, should be okay. I think it's a Alito. There's a chance it'll fire once, especially with them messing up my. I think it definitely fires once, but it's Alito because they're going to mess up my manning. Have him run back there. Have him just stop their damage for a second. I'll vent it out through that way. It's like I can have him go into cloaking, I guess, is okay. It's like how many is it? Also, I think it's 4. Yeah, I can actually see, yeah. Because if it was 3, I'd think about fighting them man-to-man a little bit more. Yeah, on iOS you can target beam out. You start to beam outside the ship and end it right in shields, weapons, and do more damage. Yep. Well, actually, you know, I wonder. You might be able to do that on this one if you get just right on the edge. But like, there's a chance I wouldn't damage weapons doing that. Looking at how it is, but that'd be worth testing. I wonder if that works. Because that kind of thing can be important sometimes, that little bit of extra damage. Alright. Do I bring you up? I gotta be careful like not to steal power from cloaking when I need it. I don't want to keep you there. Can I switch him with him? I can split him that way. And I also want to be aware, because I do kind of want to steal power when I can. From cloaking. lots of like running around on the ship. Careful, because they're all going to start going to pop. I do kind of want to do this a little bit. Use one that's like really low. I've got to be careful he doesn't get hit by something. So I'm not sure, can he make it there in time? Let's see, how are these other guys gonna shake out? Pop. Artemis, incoming. Yes, it's okay. Is that going? I think because I missed all the manning bonus on weapons, I didn't get someone back in there to man that. So it's like that may have been a better play to keep someone manning it. We'll see. To get the shield down so I can hack if I need to. Alright, so yeah, we got the damage on it. Nice. I was worried about this ion hitting weapons here. You know, which it did, but that's fine now. Alright, so Zoltans are all done. We got some time, but not like a lot of time. I guess that, well, that's, you know, ion, so it doesn't matter for a moment. So Artemis, oh no, that's still coming. What am I doing? Yeah, exactly. You start going back. Yeah, so like with the micro pauses, you know, most of the time I'm not trying to do the frame by frame stuff. It's like, I don't know how consistent I can, but I can definitely do that a lot of the time. But usually that just draws stuff out so much that it's like I'm trying to do like just small ones for when I'm figuring stuff out. But yeah, so right now this guy, so the deal is, it says 1 weapon power, so they could charge this, but since this is in slot 1, takes 2, the resultant force of power into it, they need to repair that to level 2 before they can do anything about it. So, you know, we've got this charging, so by the time they fix it, you know, we can cloak again, so we don't have to worry about hacking or anything. Cloak. I'm going to do it. I think it's actually a smart play because they could dodge the guy out if he was going to get on the stroke. You can just say that's why I was doing it, right? Oxygen's getting nice and low on my ship. Love that. Scrap. Alright, thanks, Border Police. Glad to just take 2 damage from you. Yeah, that's a good point, right? It's so easy to miss stuff when you're like going along. whenever you look back, there's always things that's just like, wow, how did I miss that thing? That was really obvious. And trying to keep so many things like on your mind at the same time. Like, oh yes, this missile's just in the air flying at me still. Probably should have been aware of that. Alright, so yeah, I didn't do that. Sorry, that was just one jump. It just took forever. Is that what it was? I still have like 6 more or something here. Yeah. So we were gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey Xenon, how's it going? It's going pretty good here so far. That doesn't use a drone part or anything, doesn't actually matter. Nice, lovely, just tons of borders. Alright, well, why don't you guys take care of the med bay guy first? We're pretty low on oxygen, so it should go through okay pretty quickly. Actually, I think I can get him to keep coming back. Don't have to worry about them exploding. That's closer than I want it to be, I'll be honest. It's like, you know, the medbay just keeps you at the same, so he's okay now. Until more people come in. So it would have been really bad to lose a crew to, you know, just borders. Alright. This is not a situation where you should ever be losing crew. Yeah, 5 borders in Sector 2 is definitely a bit troll. Anything more than 3. Like 4 border police in Sector 2, it's like, come on. Right, it's always right in weapons, you know. It's like, come on, what is that? Alright, still need some scrap. I mean, we have enough if we sell scanners, right? Yeah, we still have scanners. But we'd love some extra scrap, so we don't have to do that. We could buy some fuel. There's no way I'm taking the asteroids. It's just not happening. Empty jump. I guess actually I want to let my oxygen tick up a little bit first, too. Still haven't had to use hacking at all, but so glad to have it with us. You know, biggest consideration is going up against, you know, 2 or more shields. Yeah, you have the border police in Sector 3, 4 in your weapons, plus great weapons, plus mind control. Yeah, that'll do it. So we do this. All right, intruders on board. I knew that was a possibility, but that's fine because it's scrap. They have the NG. But if I do the swipe correctly, it'll do doors and then weapons. The NG will go repair doors and the slug will go repair weapons. Intruders. So they're hopefully going to run into oxygen because it's a 2-person room. Yeah. The main thought here is that I just didn't want them messing up my timing like I had before with losing the manning bonus. But yes, the idea here is they're going to send the NG, because they're the engine's crew here, to to repair first. And so if I can damage 2 rooms, I'd rather damage not weapons first and weapons just after that. And I think they'll work out. They'll send this slug to repair weapons. I don't even know if it necessarily will matter, but there's a chance it matters. I don't feel like doing the math right now to know if it actually does or not. I'll just prepare for it. Yeah, I could probably do it with O2 on weapons also, it's true. Would probably be an easier swipe to get right. And it'll probably eventually come into doors, but that's fine. At that point, like, I'll have fired once. So I care the most about the timing of this first swipe here. Okay, so let me just go do this quick. Do we just keep him manning it? Yeah, I kind of think so. Oh, just a moment here. 1 second. Just gotta pause this. Alright, sorry about that. Kid getting up, but should be okay. Alright, so take a moment here to figure out where we're at. Alright, so we're just waiting for this to fire. Should be really soon. We're doing okay here. They're going to run to weapons next, which is fine. It's like it'll take a little bit of damage. Getting ready to go just back to piloting. I don't think they're going to run into piloting because this is closer, even though it's a 2-person, but there's a chance, I guess. We'll see. Alright, so I got their weapons. Alright, so we do this for a second. Oh, because I don't have the assault in, so they'll get this going still. Okay, that makes sense. But I don't think I need to hack it. Oh, hey, compiling. Yeah, run's going well still. Alright, just a moment here. Let's see. So yeah, I'm gonna get them out here. Doors probably, aren't they? But we can make that work. Okay, he's down to 30. That's good. It's fine. I didn't try to like use a hacking to try and delay this more because that'd be annoying. Yeah, alright, so they go and they're just gonna go right back out again. That works for me. Let's do this. Close and open, but then lock you guys up. Oh, 1 second here. Alright, sorry about that. Parent life, you know. Family gotta take priority at times, but I think we're okay again. Yeah, so we're just suffocating a little bit, that's okay. Alright, yeah, we got them locked up so we can have oxygen going here again. That's repaired, but it's firing, so gotta be aware of that. Can we buy again? Would like to get weapons manned again soon. Also, I can just let him go. I just want to get rid of you, you're so annoying. Got that coming at me. Getting close again in a moment. It's coming for weapons. Go for cloaking. Yeah, that's fine. Alright. We're done with you. Done with the borders. Okay. Still don't have the missile going. Glaive's almost ready. Doesn't really matter what swipe we do. Beautiful. 16 scrap. And 9 scrap in a beam drone. Alright. So now we got a bunch of scrap. Go to store. Take the next jump now. And hopefully has shields. And then we'll be feeling pretty good about things. Okay. So it's a little hard also, like, you know, being in the fight and then like stopping, coming back, and like trying to be like, okay, everything is red, but it's like, okay, as long as I don't do the wrong thing all of a sudden. Just like, remember where I'm at, don't rush back into it. We're okay. Okay, let's see. So we got the store. Store, 1, 2, exit. Burst laser 2, heavy laser, shields. But you know, we could just buy a burst laser 2 and a heavy laser and sell the glaive and then die. Is an option. I mean, like, there's things here that are kind of tempting, I'll be honest. starting to be like, huh, well, do I start like calculating things, you know? But I think, you know, I don't think it's worth it in any way, because no matter what, it's like buying shields is going to take up most of it, and skipping shields just feels dumb. There's no way to like buy shields and buy like a good weapon loadout, even if we sold the glaive or something. Because I mean, I guess we can do it real quick. 13 is 40, so that's 53. So that's 100 scrap to spend. If we sold everything and bought shields, we'd have 100 scrap, you know, by fuel, whatever. So it's like, yeah, don't get anywhere with that. Yeah, heavy one, definitely, like, in a realistic sense, this is definitely the most tempting weapon because it's 1 power and we can add it onto the glaive. Well, let's do it. We're buying shields. That's happening. We're selling the beam drone. That's definitely happening. So that puts us where if I sell the scanners, I can buy the heavy laser and 1 fuel. I also have a choice. I could buy battery and 1 fuel and keep the scanners, or sell the scanners and buy 5 more fuel. But I feel like right now just buy the fuel. It's like heavy glaive like gets you by, but it's not the kind of thing that's like amazing. I'm gonna want shields too and some power really soon. I guess the battery is kind of tempting. Yeah, Oraki, yeah, I'm more a fan of battery, you know. If I could buy the battery and like 5 fuel without selling the scanners, I think I'd be all over that. But I kind of feel like I want to buy fuel. Next sector choice, because that's coming up really soon now, we got like 2 more fights in the exit, was I think a purple and a red, and sector 3, so it's like we could be going Uncharted. So, I mean, that makes battery nice, but it also makes having fuel, like a big fuel buffer, nice. Yeah, heavy glaive reduces need for hacking, yeah, but it's like I have hacking, so I'm not too worried about the drone part. I mean, it lets you, you know, free up hacking for other things sometimes, but I think right now it's like I get the shields. I'd rather focus, you know, this gets me by hacking, glaive, cloaking. Like, this does a lot for me for, like, the whole game. So now it's kind of like, okay, now I just stay alive. So how do I stay alive? You know, the battery's tempting because the ion storms is nice. But I don't love going out here at 12 fuel when it's like I might be going Uncharted. And if I don't get fuel the next couple jumps, I'll be down to like 8 at the start of the sector. And it's like you can just be sucked through fuel there. So I'm tempted to just buy, honestly, all of it. 17. All of it. I'm fine with it. It's like I have what I need here. I can like practically win the game with like this ship and just upgrade at this point. Wouldn't really want to go against flagship with nothing but the glaive beam, but you know, I think it could potentially be done. Yeah, all right. I don't need to buy a drone. I could buy a drone part, have a little more of a buffer, but I think it's okay. Oh yeah, Crow asking the same drone part. I know it's a concern. It's like 7 is nicer, you know. That is the thing. I am going to be using them more, but I feel like I'm also really quickly going to want to be saving up and buying shields and power, because it's like if I could go up to a second shield bubble at the start of next sector, that'd be really nice to have that as an option. And it's like right now I could just power the shields and the glaive if I did that. Alright, so let's do, you know, we got plenty of room here, right? 2 jumps, no problem. 1, 2, yeah. Alright, let's do it. So, we're going to attack them. Same thing, but they don't have doors here, so yeah, I'll do the oxygen swipe that we're talking about. where it goes oxygen and then weapons right at the end here. Everyone's in the right positions. Yeah. All right. So yeah, we just cloak. I don't think I need to be in shields to have a bubble for this or anything. Nothing unmanned, we just get it. Both offline, yeah. Alright, that should be the mantis onto weapons. Should be good here. Yep. Yeah, no borders this time, right? So much easier. Not sitting here just microing away the whole time. Now NG fixes oxygen in no time. Mantis just grinding away here on weapons. Yeah, I don't know if you're gonna get there, Mantis. Sorry. Hull repair drone. Oh my god, that's so much scrap. It's also the 4th drone I've gotten. I've got an ion intruder, a combat drone, a beam drone, and a hull repair drone. Just throwing the drones at me. I'm not complaining. And it's like, there's that quest where I could have gotten a free drone. I didn't even get one. Oh man, I could go here. Then I have to dive the exit. Which honestly, like, isn't the worst. Could go there and buy a heavy laser. But it just feels greedy. Like, I don't think I'm in danger by skipping that. Yeah, why can't we have this fight before the store? I agree, right? But like, I just don't think that's worth it just to sell. Like, I don't think that heavy laser is like such an amazing addition to the lineup either. I think it's okay. All right, assault ship. Iron blast, my beam, the drill. For a second I was like, wait, can we train here? But now we need 2 shields to train. Cloak. Swipe. So there's that. Iron Blast is coming in, but that should be fine. Let's see where it's going. Yeah. Doesn't really matter, I don't think. The time it's going to take them to get anything done, and then we can cloak again if we want. Like, you can figure it's like the same as the start of the fight, except it takes them even longer to get going here. Let's cloak just to be sure. Do way more damage than we need. And get some scrap. I'm just probably not going to spend any scrap at this point, you know. We'll just wait until what next sector looks like. So we explore. Hey, we get a pirate in an asteroid field. Kind of forgot that this gets you a fight sometimes, honestly. But it's okay. We have shield bubble. Don't have the power that I really want here. Because it's like we can get enough power, we can steal a power from cloaking to then have a shield bubble, but it's like not until after we finish cloaking, which like I want to do against these weapons. So there's a risk of getting hit at that point. But that's okay. I mean, we can also wait until like right after an asteroid, I guess. And then if one's coming, I can depower this for like a frame and power engines. Is that going for that? No. Nice. It's a great miss. I guess we have big evasion with cloaking, but still. Happy for it. You know, don't need to breach or double fires and oxygen right now. And so that's the other thing. It's like I want to keep him in engines until the last moment, but then immediately like steal power and run him into shields. What is the glaive? We have to consider here they can resist, but it's like an asteroid's probably gonna also get in there pretty quickly. But I think I'd still rather hit shields first and not just go right to weapons. Which should be totally fine, unless something happens over on this end. I really want to minimize the time this is down. Great. Helps that plant out a lot. I'm actually blanking right. I think it actually doesn't end it early here. Although maybe it just did, I'm not sure. I can't remember. I feel like it takes time off the other end, but I could be wrong. So let's see. Okay, this is going to the empty room, thank goodness. I'll do this. 1 damage, that's fine, because we have 0 evasion. Meant to keep the shield bubble and just cloak their weapons? Yeah, possibly. I'm not actually sure what's best. Alright. I don't think you're getting away. Nice, sorry, just end it. Turn this off. Evasion, oxygen. Power is high. Alright, 16 scrap. Drone part. Get out of here. Yeah, I know this. I feel like it's crazy how light on reactor this ship ends up being. Like, you have a Zoltan, you can steal power. It feels like you should be in a good spot reactor-wise, but you just aren't. Right, pirate controlled or uncharted nebula. I think I'm okay going to pirate here. They're both 1 to 2 stores, but this is like 0 to 2. It gives me options. If this is Zoltan and I want to go like Sector 4 Slug, that's a choice. Like, pirate aren't my favorite because they have all kinds of hazards and stuff, but uncharted just kind of suck. And it's like, I still want stores because I have the whole repair to sell. I like having the sector choice. I'm trying to think if there's a reason that I don't want to go pirate. again, I feel like any reason I don't want to go pirate is kind of the same reason not to go. I mean, I guess like I could see a Zoltan ship with offensive drones. But I do have scrap here. I could go up shields. And I need a reactor also, but I think I'm okay going to pirate. Yeah, hatred for Uncharted Rise Up. Yep. And I go back and forth on it. Like, you know, I definitely feel like it's a little over-exaggerated at times, because, like, then it's like you get forced into an Uncharted, and you're like, wow, this sector was great. You know, and then when you go and choose one on purpose, it's like the worst Uncharted ever. So not a whole lot of nebula going on, that's fine. Asteroids, so we want to avoid that. Hopefully, go here. Hopefully these aren't both hazards. Yeah, these are slavers and pirates, so maybe we'll find a new crew member. I'm trying to think if even we're only in sector 3, if I want to call it here or do one. I think I want to do one more sector, but I'm just going to take a break real quick here. Go to the bathroom real quick, make sure everything's good, and then we'll do one more sector and then probably call it a night, because I got started a little late and then really taking the time here. But you know, I feel like at the end of the sector we'll have a really good idea of the spot we're in with the ship, so that'll be nice. Alright, so let me put up BRB real quick. I can't see that. Let me move where it is. Alright, I'll be right back. We're back. Right, let's keep this going. So I was thinking, I'm gonna go this way for sure. Like if I wasn't able to get shields there, like, you know, I'd be buying reactor, and I feel like that's kind of still the right choice, because it's like I could be okay in sector 3 if I don't power my shield sometimes. But like, well, I guess what I'm trying to say, like, I was thinking about if I go up to 2 shields here, it's like I can't power like anything. If I need to hack their shields, like I can't power shields anyway. So I'd rather get the reactor first and have some of that flexibility. It's like, honestly, I might do 2. I mean, I can get a shield buffer still, you know. And so that puts me close to getting that one up, because it's like there's no, I mean, there's not no point, but there's not a whole lot of point. I feel like you can get a second shield bubble without any more reactor here. It's not like I can do that either. So I think this is okay. I'm happy enough with it. And so I've got this guy to sell, so you know if a store does pop up all of a sudden, I'm not totally boxed out of stuff. You're tempted to reactor and hacking 2. Yeah, hacking 2 is an interesting play also. Some free scrap, that's nice. Alright. Pulsar. It's like, I don't know, I don't, it's like, the glaive beam and a pulsar is just not a good play. I don't like it. I'm not going there. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Hail them. 6 fuel for a drone part. Yeah, I'll take that. I've got 10 now. Like, I like 10, but 6 fuel's a lot for one. And, you know, I'm starting to get a little lower if I want to give some fuel away. Get a distress. Or distress with the ship. I just really want to find the store if I can. So I don't know if I'll go there. We can go here. Leave their destination, 12 scrap. So that's shields if I want it. Yeah, we'll just go right there. Got an asteroid field. Shields, but it's not hacking. So it's like, yeah, if I had the other shield bubble that could go into it, it still gives me 2 power. Oh yeah, so it's not a trap because there's no ship detected, right? That's good. That's good thoughts there. So yeah, we can just go check it out, I guess, first. 1 hull repair and a store with a reloader and mind control and a heavy laser. All right. Well, this is going out the. That's gone. 75. That's something. Huh. So many choices. I don't think mind control's the right play, as tempting as it is. It's not doing a ton for this ship, like immediately. Heavy laser something. It's like that gives me an option, you know, when about dealing with shields in different ways. If this gets hit, they'll shoot something if I have their shields down. You know, I love reloaders, but I don't think this is the time for that either. Don't need resources so much. It's like another thing is just buying upgrades, shield bubble, hacking, the power. It's like I'm in such good shape then. Let's see. If we get heavy laser 1, shields 4, hack 2, and weapons 5, it's at 115. Oh well, what? That's 65 for those 2. And then our 50, yeah, so it's 115. And so it's 165 with a heavy laser. So we need 90 more to do all of those things, which like isn't a crazy amount more. You know, one more reactor by that point also. But we're still at the point where even just one more is just 20. Super want to go to an asteroid field. This way and go around. Because like, what do we got here? Measure it out, I guess. It's 8 jumps. No. 7 and a nebula. 8 would be, yeah. 7 and a nebula before the exit if I want. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Skip some of these, go up there. Like that might be the only store. The other one, it's like I don't really want to just jump around between stores right now. It's like I need more scrap. There's so many things I want to spend scrap on. It's like I'm not sure if I like really need this, but there's something that just feels really nice about having a second weapon. Just like having that option of like, oh well, you know, now I can cloak their weapons and be safe and just use this to pop down a shield bubble extra or do just extra 2 damage into weapons, and now it's 5 into their weapons after the hack, and it's like they all go down. Yeah, that I feel like that sells. I just sold myself on it right there. All right, so that's something. I mean, I could sell these, but I'm holding on to them. I don't think it's that critical. So I kind of want this upgrade to come next. I mean, there's an argument for selling scanners to do it immediately or something, but I'm okay with this. Look this one up. I haven't seen this event in a while. Alright, yeah, because it's only pirate controlled sectors. I don't come here super often. So if we bring it aboard, it's 4 options. It can either be medium scrap with the resources, low scrap, borders, or borders in a pirate ship with default rewards. Otherwise, we can do either of those to scan the boxes. If we scan the boxes, it's 25 to 35 scrap, specifically, which is interesting. Medium scrap with resources, or we get the choice of a fight. So it's like that overall seems better. Also, because it's like 20 to 35 scrap is probably already there. Where's the little chart? What do we got? Scrap rewards. So sector 3, medium is 16 to 27. So it's 20 to 35, so it's like, yeah, it's a higher range. So it's either that or medium scrap, yeah. And then there's no chance of just borders, and if we get the fight, we don't have borders with it either. So yeah, that's definitely better. And it doesn't matter which we do, so. Alright, so it's the life signature, so we'll take a fight and get default rewards, but we don't have to deal with the borders on the ship at the same time. So, that's nice. And they're like, hey, you just blew up my guys, that's not cool. I'm like, well, no, it's not, but it's what I did. Alright, so here, this works out nice, because if they fire this immediately, it's okay. Because we have shield bubble. 3, 3. Yeah, see, that's not enough to one-shot them if I don't hack. And I have the drone parts to do it, so I probably will. So what is it? So we pre-cloak, hack their shields, keep the shield bubble up, and then it doesn't matter because we'll beat this and we'll one-shot them. Because yeah, we can do 4 rooms, 3, 3, 3, 3. All right, yeah, that's the plan. So we're gonna hack shields, hacking shields, correct. Glaivebeam's charging, shields are up. Just do a pre-cloak, so I don't need to worry about evasion. Some oxygen, I guess. FTL charge. We only need to do this just a little bit before we fire here. There's not a 4 damage swipe from weapons that we can do that now. So no matter what, we got it. I'm doing it from somewhere else, it's fine. So yep, they're firing 1, that's fine. Get out of here. Yeah, perfect. 20 script. So fight there. Alright, so here, I'm gonna do that. So like, that just gives me some nice safe options against a gross fight, or if we have to run, or whatever. Gives you some safety. I feel like the weapons 5 feels like the lowest priority to me right now. I feel like I want to get that up in a power bar. Gotta see how much scrap I make to decide what order I do that in. Oxygen's good, everyone's good. Yeah, definitely active before his weapons 5, I agree. Alright, so they got 2 shields. So probably hack shields, bomb, burst 1. Attack the Slaver Scum. All Mantis, so the repairs suck, that's great. You have 5 rooms wipe. You get from shields. Yeah, so if we hack down to, even if we only get down to, 1 down, we do 2 damage. Yeah, then it's just 2 and 2 and 2, so it's not necessarily one shot. But we make it pretty safe if we hack shields and then hit their weapons. I guess depending on what the bomb is, we can even train here if we waited it out. Which I guess is a little tempting with a heavy laser, because I could weapons train then too. But like, there's nothing that is like entirely safe. If it's like a stun bomb or a fire bomb, I guess. Turning down a chance to get Greg Graffin, I know. Like, I don't know if I don't really want to be tempted by the training gods here. Let's see. I don't think I need to pre-cloak here because I'm safe from this, so I can just save cloaking for this. small bomb. Don't need that for now. Can do this. Miss. Alright. A little late on that, but it might be fine. Let's see, radiant. What are we gonna get? Yeah. So that means I'm definitely doing the weapon swipe. Because I can't get them in one shot, so I want to get damage on their weapons. I guess they're going to be using the small bomb still either way. But no matter what, it's like I'm waiting for a whole thing here. This is fine, don't need to think about it too hard. It's like, would be nice to have a crew, but scrap is more important right now, especially for a Mantis. Because an NG would be more tempting, that's for sure. You don't even need shields, you just need engines here against the bomb. So yeah, the only thing we're really watching out for is if, you know, bomb into weapons, which is definitely a possibility, but we're not gonna like take hull damage other than like if it was from fire, it's gonna take them forever to repair this and fire it again. Miss, nice. Get that training. And it's not like we need to wait for a hack or anything here either. 31 scrap, yeah, that's so much better. Plus the fuel on the drone part. That way. Hacking 2 overpower. Yeah. Power bar next. And then probably weapons 5. Engines up to 4 at some point. Ooh, a halberd. Alright, so what is this again? 4 weapon power, so I'm going to take this offline. Yeah, this is just like, I don't need to even care. Like, I don't want to extend it forever. I mean, I don't know if I should be trying to like get crew kills here at this point. I feel like I'm gonna just mess myself up doing that. I ain't dodged any without a. That's nice. This is 20, 30, 32. So it's like after the third one, they sink a little bit, but I can just cloak that one. Trying to think if it's worth like hitting weapons here or not. I don't think I can one-shot them, can I? I don't think so. No. But I think that's fine. I don't think I need to hit their weapons. Stops them if they run or something. I'm not even sure if they run, but I feel like looking it up, I don't think it matters. No, I'm not gonna accept that surrender. That's not good enough. Alright, here we go. Let's fire heavy laser at him. Asteroid, so probably won't go there. By power bar. Happy about that. Because it's like still a little tight in power, which just like opens up the chance for mistakes or like just some random like hack or something messing me up. I don't know. Just don't need to bother with that. I've got a buffer here. I'm doing good. So yeah, what is it? 3 jumps and a nebula. 3 nebula gets me to like yeah. So I'll skip that, go here, I can kind of do this or something. Alright, so yeah, this one, the blue option. scrap. So yeah, at this point, probably won't spend scrap until the next sector. You know, I guess there's a chance there's a store here even. But I'm happy. I've been pretty happy just freely spending scrap so far. It's like I improved the ship so much. Alright. This is fun. Small pirate ship messages you. That sure is a shiny ship you got there. You fire a warning shot across the bow and they respond, hey, no need for violence, it was just a comment. Yeah, you know. If I was in a pirate sector, maybe I'd believe that, but it kind of feels like, you know, just feeling us out. Offer to give them a tour. Alright, so 2 jumps. Fight, distress, get out of here. Alright. So, this is interesting. This is not that hard to crew kill necessarily. You know, it's another one where it's like the only chance of them getting us is what the bomb does. We have 9 drone parts. If we want to hack that, we can. So the basic trick is, you know, let this guy come over. We drop him down to almost dead, and then we let him go back. And let the Zoltan come over, and we kill him, and then we just wipe the Mantis and Clone Bay away. And the only way that goes wrong is if this is scary, which I guess we can deal with, like just pack cloaking. And it feels worth it just to make it a little safer. So if you have enough drone parts, I don't need to be that worried about like, oh well, it'd probably be safe without it. You know, you can just do that. So I just kind of want to do this. Fine. So it's really just under like 15. Alright. Now I guess the only thing that could screw this up is depending on how long this takes. You know, if we cloak, we trap them here. But I think that'll time out okay. Yep. Alright. It's ready. We don't actually need it for a little while, so we gotta wait now for this to cool down again, and then the Zoltan will come over. And then, honestly, at that point, we can even just swipe immediately and get the Mantis and teleport and Clone Bay all at once or whatever. And then just kill the Zoltan in our own time. But I guess here what we do, we just cloak. And then hack when it comes back up. Ah, whoops. I messed that up. Never mind. Whoopsies. Yeah, it could be a training ship if we waited it out. It's true. Been resistant to doing that, probably because it's late, which is like not the best reasoning, but here we are. Alright. Does this work out anyways this time? Yeah, this does work out this time around. That's fine. Alright, so you should be coming over soon. Go. Right. Let's go kill him. Actually, you stay here. I want you to get your 1 shot of training and since I'm being bad about training. So we do this. I don't think they have level 3 Clone Bay yet. That's the only thing that would mess this up at all. But I'll kill him. Zoltan's not going back. Clone Bay's done. Right. So now we just go kill him. Coming for me, bomb. Oh, you're coming for your own guy. It's not gonna like secretly get me, is this? What is Salt and Explosion? I can't remember off the top of my head. It's like 15, right? It's like lower than I always think it is. Yeah, 15. Yep. All right. So 15, 25, or whatever. 15, 30, 45. So he's making it out just fine. But I guess that was worth considering. Yeah. Even if there's fires there or whatever, that's fine. But there weren't. Hey, speaking of fires. Definitely been a free stuff kind of run. Glad crew killing there felt worthwhile. But yeah, I mean, definitely optimally, I probably should have trained at this point. I mean, I also kind of feel at this point I'm already at the point where it's like very much this run is mine to lose just by making mistakes, because I'm in good shape here for being in Sector 3. Stress, exit, and we're out of here. Yeah, Firebomb's probably just going to end up being sold, but that's, you know, more stuff to sell. It's a blue option, possibly. We get that also. Dense asteroid field. Search for the ship. Oh my goodness. As tempting as it is to go for the crystal stuff, I'm going to take the weapon. Okay, FTL. I mean, yeah. Alright, I'm not gonna... There's not too much to say about that, but that's just a lovely little thing. So, you know, 125 scrap, and we got the Flak 1 removing shields for us. Yeah. Now I really kind of wish I got that Burst Laser 2 and that Reloader, you know, mind control. Could have just had my kind of ship going on here. But no, I'm happy to play the Stealth B as it's built. Alright, so yeah, exit. Yeah, Firebomb is also, you're right, it's just a crew kill option, like as long as we can hold it in our inventory here. I guess I could have swapped the Flak on, but I guess this is kind of more ideal in a way. Because it's like if it's safe enough, then yeah, we got plenty of bombs, you can go firebomb someone. Alright, so aid the civilian ship. Space pirates. If I had another result, then I could make this perfectly safe. But it's like a fairly safe fight. Which makes me tempted to go firebomb them. Because you got no way to heal. Right? So... I mean, we could also do the oxygen. But I think we just do the weapons. Just kind of cloak and hack it and firebomb them. Why not? Let's have a little fun. Into the sector here. So how this works, you know, not as perfect, so they'll still get fired as some, but it's fine. Now, so do I do it into oxygen here, or do I just go right into the weapons with it? I just go right into weapons with it. Nice, we didn't miss. Ah, come on, didn't dodge either of them. Nice, it's spread in there. There we go. That's beautiful. And I'm gonna probably do a little wasteful of bombs here because I'm not that like concerned about what's going on with it all. Alright, got that down. Very nice. So I might just throw one into oxygen now too. Nice. That's a good choice by you. Sometimes AI, sometimes. At this point, I guess I should just be like auto-firing the heavy laser at him to get a little training in. Yeah, would the rock respond last to the fire? Yeah, he did because he was piloting, so they didn't care that he's so good at fires. That'd be different maybe if it was a 4-tile fire because everyone else runs from 4-tile fires, so then they might swap him onto it. But I'm not positive off the top of my head. See now he wants to go into shields because that's on fire. Get some suffocation damage along the way. This is nice because it's like completely safe, you know, as long as they survive. Let's kind of soak it in. Oop. Didn't actually mean to do that. That's funny. Whatever, I can fire at him a little bit. Maybe they'll give me a surrender offer. Nice. I mean, nice that the civilians survived. That's unfortunate for them, but glad to get some scrap from them. Alright, so that's the end of that. Ooh, Sector 4. So here I'll probably go to Uncharted, because Sector 4 is Zoltan controlled. It's a little grosser for sure. Possibly get double combat drones there at that point already. Like, combat drone with the Zoltan shield, like, you know, it feels like I'm opening up a chance here to where they get one damage through all of a sudden. It's like a big cascade. Because, you know, I gotta get a glaive swipe off before I can even start doing anything to them. And I don't need stores so desperately. Like, you know, I'd like some stores because I got stuff to sell or whatever. But really, I just upgrade my ship and I win the game, basically. So I think Uncharted is the choice here. And then it's like either way, I get the choice for next sector, and then it's purple either way. And then, so yeah, I think this is the Uncharted. The only scary part of this one was the border police, which I dealt with pretty easily. And the first fight was basically, yeah. So the first fight, which was like, I think the only reason that happened, I'd have to look back at it to figure out the timing, but it was just from me messing around with the depowering and not doing good. So that was really generous of the FTL to give us a miss. Like, most likely, even if it hit my weapons there, that fight would have been okay. They didn't have a heavy, they didn't have a mini beam, they have drones, but you're right, that first fight could have gone bad. I feel very fortunate. A little exciting scare. But yeah, here I'm going to go to Uncharted. But yeah, this has been a great start. I feel very confident about this run. It definitely should be a win. Like, we even got a store, so we can go there if we want. Figure out what order we want to go in. This looks awesome. Bunch of fights right away too. Get scraps. You can do some upgrades. You know, think about what we want to do here. You know, honestly, even no, that's bad. So you could go sell firebomb and something else and go right up to weapon 6, but probably not. But probably go up to like weapons 5 or something. Buy power. Get some engines going, then go up to weapon 6 soon. Probably go right for weapon 6 when I can. Just do some fights in the store. But yeah, so that's not going to be tonight because it's like 1:30 in the morning. And I don't want to push it too late because then I'm going to be up crazy late. Because I'm all like amped up here because 1, 2, 3 looks like it's going to be a win. And this was the scariest ship by far, you know. So I feel like both my odds of matching or passing Hollow's win streak just went way up. You know, after this, I just need one more run to match it. And my chance to get a 5th cycle went way up too, because, you know, it's the stealth. So much hinges on the stealth B, and not that you can't force loss on any ship, but like a lot more will be up to me not messing up than it will be just like RNG just killing me. So, you know, knock on wood, but as long as I don't mess up, this is a win. I'll finish up, you know, maybe tomorrow, hopefully sometime next couple days, and see where 124 brings us. But yeah, this was exciting. It was not expecting to be this good, and I'm very glad about it. I got all the things I want. I got weapons, I got cloaking, I got hacking, I got some power. Just need a little more crew, a few more upgrades, and we're swimming good. That scanner's good. But yeah, so thanks everyone for coming out. You know, Badger, Raka, Xenon, Crow, everyone else who's been out here. People out on YouTube, whatever, you know, I've been trying to update that stuff. Yeah, good times. Glad to be back. I'm glad that, like, you know, I just rolled Stealth B and I just didn't put it off too long, just went for it. Because this could have been looming. I had worries. I was like, oh no, I did one run and Stealth B next. It's gonna be 2 more years till I play it. I just dove in, went for it, and FTL rewarded me nicely. So yeah, good night everyone. You know, hope you have a good rest of the week going on, midweek, spring break, whatever you're up to, and catch you for the next one. Let's see how. That's right. Got to see be a good Twitch person. Let me know anyone who's playing right now. My like handful of people that actually know. No. Anyone playing FTL? Anyone random here? I don't want to see anyone pop up right away. Alright, so never mind. Don't need a rage night, that's okay. Nice quiet night. Quiet Wednesday. Just go peacefully into the night. Alright. I will catch you all on the next one. Main menu? Alright. We're good.